You right there, ladies and gents, how's it going? Out on the tow rag, or a little Aprilia Touareg 660. Just heading over to Rikers Cafe, going to give myself some lunch. And yeah, thought I'd have a little leg stretch on the bike. It's actually been a week since I rode this last, since I rode any bike. I've been dying to get out, just had very little motivation to get out of bed a lot of the time. I've been on a week off, and I don't know, I'm going on to night shifts, and for some reason I transferred myself onto a body clock of nights way too early, and it's been my downfall.
Keep that body rubber side down.
Thank you so much for all the positive feedback regarding an upcoming video series. I'm asked if you're alright with me running. I asked it on my Facebook page for those of you that don't follow it, because that is where I'll have my easiest interaction with you. So if you don't follow my Facebook already, go and do so. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I suggested on there that I wanted to do a build series, and that build series was to put together a Traxxas TRX4 radio control car, which is quite a fancy bit of kit, with lots of tech in it, in the RC equivalent of tech anyway. And overwhelmingly people were like, yeah, go for it, and even the people that didn't want to watch it were like, yeah, do it, why not? So that's really good, it's really good. Well, the last thing I want to do is to alienate my subscriber base by posting irrelevant content. So what I said on there, if you've not seen that post, is that I'd put my motorbike videos up on the Thursdays, and then the build videos for the RC car on the Sundays, and that should keep it a nice little degree of separation for you. I will try and make it pretty plainly obvious that the RC car build stuff is RC car build stuff, so for those of you that really have no interest in it, you won't have to click on it and be annoyed. I hope you're not annoyed. Oh, after that little slide I had earlier, I've lost my confidence today on the road. But yeah, so that's great news. So videos will be starting soon. I'm not sure exactly when. Maybe this Sunday. We'll have to see. I also recently, or well, semi-recently, put it out there that I'd like to do some ride outs with you lots. And because you're all over the country, you all got your own schedules and stuff like that, it's a bit like herding cats. So yeah, I kind of sat on that for a little bit, because lots and lots of people told me that they couldn't do the date that I said wasn't even the date to start with. And also lots of you were like, yeah, I'd like to do dirt bike stuff, yeah, I'd like to do road bike stuff. And yeah, I've kind of given you too many options. I've kind of just got to tell you what I'm going to do, and those of you that can make it, and those of you that can't. It's just the way of the world. We can't please everyone all the time, but we can try and please some of you, I guess, some of you. Well, I am kind of gutted though. The date I've chosen is actually the date that I put in that first suggestion, the 29th of April. I'm going to do a road ride. I'm going to do a road ride from Rikers down to the Route 1066 CAF, assuming that they're both open. I'm sure there will be. And those of you that can make it, and those of you that can't. It's just what it is. It's going to be a road ride, so you can be on whatever you want really, although I'd suggest a bike that can maintain 70 miles an hour easily, if not slightly faster. Not that we would ever go faster than 70 mile an hour, officer. It's not that I don't want to be inclusive of people, it's just being able to maintain a respectable speed on the road. It does make life a little bit easier on a group ride, just in case you have to nip the throttle open a little bit just to catch up with a group if you get stuck behind traffic and things. Yeah, I'm guessing 250cc and above really for it. Those of you with smaller capacity motorcycles, or those of you who just want to meet up without doing the ride out, are more than welcome to join us at either Rikers or the 1066 CAF. That's not a bother. I don't mean to ostracise those on smaller CC bikes. I don't actually know if I've got many people who solely only have small CC bikes, so I think we should be good. So yes, 29th of April I will put an event up on Facebook. Again, Facebook is the easiest place for me to organise things like this. But if you don't do Facebook and refuse to do Facebook and stuff like that, do drop me a message on either Instagram or Twitter, just to let me know you're coming. But much easier if we do it all through the event on Facebook, if I can work out how to create another one. Yeah, it was a bit of a disaster last time. But yeah, hopefully we'll see a wedge of you then. Because it's a road ride, doesn't really matter too much about numbers. Yeah, we'll just do the drop-off system if there's quite a few. Anyway, yes, right, so that's the news, that's the updates. Video series coming with a radio control car, possibly from this Sunday, and a ride out in April, end of April. Fantasticals. Now, New Biker, he mentioned that Saddlebags is doing a ride out the day after my one. Yeah, and I think he's going to ride down to that after doing my thing. So that's kind of cool. If I can, I might try and get down for that. I've missed out on a few of Saddlebags' ride outs in the past, and he's a cracking bloke. I'd really like to meet him in the flesh. I love his channel. Yeah, he's one of the good ones. He's one of the good ones. Helps out all the other motovloggers. Oh, even on short runs like this, my rotator cuff injury really gives me grief, and particularly more so on this bike. It's got very high bars, far higher in relation to the seat height than my Beta, and they're also quite wide. They're a lot wider than the bars on my Beta too, which is a bit weird. Yeah, I'm not sure why they decided to make them so wide, but they did. And yeah, I'm really not getting on with it. Really not getting on with it. It's all to do with my injury rather than the bike's problem. I just wish they'd put a similar bar on it as is on the T7 on my Beta. It would have been much more comfortable for me. I say that, I mean, I've never actually ridden the T7 to know if the bars are more comfortable, but I do know that they are a lower sweep than these. They're not stepped up quite so much here, and they are narrower. So it might be a thing that I look into doing in the future. The annoying thing about it is that these Hepco and Becker handguard protectors won't work if I change the bars, not unless I get them modified somehow. So yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spend money pointlessly and find it doesn't help, but I also don't want to ruin my enjoyment of riding this motorcycle for longer distances. Not that this has been a long distance and it's hurting. Oh, I hate getting old. I hate getting old and broken. Well, alrighty. Let's see. There's a good few bikers here, which is good. Okay, anyway, I hope to see you on the meetup. I hope you enjoy the RC car build stuff, and if that's not something you're into, then feel free to skip by those videos. Don't unsubscribe though. I love you a long time. And I really need to give this bike a clean. It's nearly a year old. And it definitely needs a birthday. I think Brighton Motor would appreciate it if I cleaned it before I took it down to them for the service. Right, bye.